everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that's me exposing my emotions a little bit more. I spoke about the joys of pregnancy a lot recently, and I spoke about how it's been a positive experience, but that doesn't mean there's not been hardships along the way. As much as I've grown so much, I have had struggles along the way. I have had battles that I've had to face, and every single day in this pregnancy there have been worries, there have been things going on in my head, and it's a lot of doubts and fears and pain and insecurities. But through all of this, I have tried to just remember that this is making me so much stronger as a person. All of this hardship is making me the best version of myself that I've ever been, and I am evolving from being a teenager girl that wasn't very mature to a strong, badass woman. And I feel like I can handle so much more than I used to, despite things being a bit harder. I feel like I have become so mature. Every single day that has been hard, I have proved to myself how capable I am. And if you are struggling, I just want you to know that you are proving to yourself just how capable you are, because you will not die. It will only make you stronger. Having a baby is a responsibility, a financial responsibility. You have to be able to provide for them, and I wasn't able to do that because I had no job and I didn't have a house. I mean, I'm still living with my mum, so knowing that I'll have to cut down on my expenses, knowing that I'll have to have a simpler life, that was hard, but just it's taught me to definitely appreciate smaller things and not just worry about material things. I think at the end of the day, what gives you the most happiness is yourself and the people that love you. The second one was definitely the way I felt in the start of pregnancy. I didn't feel the best. I was vomiting a lot. I just was not feeling my best. Probably my worst ever. And I had the most severe cold. I got cursed in that sense, that I got a cold right at the start whilst I was vomiting 5 times a day. I felt like I got hit by everything in one go, and I still had my nicotine addiction, and it was really hard. But what I learned was that I have to take care of myself. I have to prioritize my health, and I never used to do that. I basically didn't care about my health that much, but I started really valuing that I need to look after both my mind and my body more than anything, and I had to, be more compassionate to myself and eat little portions often and eat things that would be easy to digest. And mentally, I had to definitely meditate and affirm that I am powerful, strong, and this will not be the worst. And I had to definitely value resting more than ever. The third struggle I had was definitely my intense emotions. My emotions got a hold of me, basically. especially in the start when I still had to withdraw from nicotine, basically cold turkey. I mean, it was my personal choice. I could have like taken it slower, but I had to deal with a lot of emotions, so I had to start manifesting and affirming positive things to myself, and I started writing all these affirmations that would help me. And my favorite ones were like, getting to this point, you should be proud of yourself for how much you have overcome. I can achieve anything. I believe in myself. I am brave for surviving everything that I have went through. Those types of things have led me along the way. Breathing is so important, and it actually is the best thing for labour preparation. So breathing in 4 seconds and breathing out 8 seconds. Really takes you out of the place you are in. Definitely also journaling my thoughts and feelings, like writing what am I feeling today, and exactly writing what I'm feeling. Why do I feel this way? Is there something I can do about it? And if not, how can I distract myself from that moment? That was a new coping mechanism for me. I never used to cope with my emotions so well, and I just wanted to escape, but it really helps to not suppress your emotions and to actually reflect on them. It's very important. Now the next thing is definitely a very tough one to this point, and that's all the body changes. That was extremely intense. It's hard to talk about still, and I made a video talking about the ways I cope, but I won't deny that it's been hard every single day to look in the mirror after I shower and just think, what's happened? Like, I don't look the same. The only way I've been able to cope with it is by truly just taking myself out of it, not worrying about the appearance side of things, but just realizing that actually my body is able to do this. It's crazy. Like, my body is capable of changing in such a magical way to provide for my baby, to keep them safe and to take care of them and to bring them into the world. That is like the most magical thing. You should feel so empowered as a woman that you are able to do this. The next struggle I had was definitely the moment where you go from like, oh, the second trimester's not too bad, it's, you know, it's manageable, and then you go into the third one and it gets to like the end point, and you suddenly feel so achy, so heavy, so just like your body is barely moving, and you still have to get through the day, you still have to feed yourself, you still have to take care of things and prepare so much. It was hard to adjust to that, but for the first time in my life, I truly felt like I started appreciating how important it is to stretch all my muscles, to do self-care rituals that will take me out of the moment, at least, even if it was still painful. Just taking me out of the moment and making me not focus on it as much. I became so strong physically, I think, and honestly, that is the best way to look at it. You are technically preparing for labor by going through all of these hard things in your pregnancy. You are becoming really strong. Just remember that always. Us women have so much to prove about why we are so strong, and definitely just breathing and looking after my body has helped me cope with it. And I've just, every day that I've actually done something, I've felt like way more proud than usual because of how hard it's been. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the fact that I actually caught COVID like at 36 weeks. I'm basically due now. That was the worst nightmare, having to go through that. It felt terrible because my head was like banging. I was coughing non-stop. I was laying on the sofa, my eyes were just closing, and the back pains that I had, the symptoms that I had were just like, whew. Yeah, that was like really hard. For the first time, I think I appreciated that all I should be doing is resting, and I found it really hard to do that sometimes, like just appreciate that I deserve to rest. I was just resting, just believing I'll get better, this won't be forever. And I got told by my midwife, you should go to hospital, it's dangerous for you and your baby. I was scared of going to hospital and decided, no, I'm going to try and look after myself at home and see how things go, and just try to keep believing that I'll get better. And I got better. I got told that, you know, I was in a critical state, but I just believed and I did get better. So a big message of this video is just believe that you are strong. No matter what you're going through in your pregnancy, just believe that you are so strong, and more than ever you can have proof of how strong you are and be so proud. I'm definitely, now that I'm over all of that, I am so proud. You know, it's been really stressful, like trying to prepare for motherhood and trying to prepare for labour. It's been quite anxiety causing for me. I've just tried to, again, manifest and plan a lot, plan so much of how I'm going to do things, how I'm still going to try and stay productive, which I don't want to force myself. I want to try and focus on being a good mom first, but I have tried to prepare myself so that things will go a bit smoother. But yeah, it's been chaotic trying to clean the house and trying to prepare mentally at the same time for labour whilst you're still trying to get so much done. It's a mysterious thing to go through, but I've just tried to believe and breathe and believe. That is my message. I'll tell you guys how my birth experience goes, but I'm just trying to believe that pain is temporary and the reward lasts forever, and forever I will know that I was so strong, that I was so brave, courageous, and have proved to myself way more than in all the years that I've just been a teenager trying to have fun. So that's my message to you all, and I hope you enjoyed this video.